Hey, what's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the channel. And on tonight's live stream episode, we're going to be talking about some new DLCs, and we're going to be talking about new DLCs that have been released for different games. So, first and foremost, before we get started, I definitely want to thank each and every single one of you for being a part of the channel, and for those of you who are still here with me on the channel as well. Big shout out to each and every single one of you. Um, I do have the chats open, guys. If anybody would like to jump into the chats, all is welcome as well. Please keep everything professional. Let's keep everything kind, polite, and please be courteous to all my viewers, moderators, myself, and everyone else here that decides to jump into the chats. Because negativity on my channel will not be tolerated at any given time. So anyway, with that being said, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive on into it. So, as most of you guys already know, there have been some new DLCs released for the games that's out on PC. I definitely do want to thank you for all the hearts, love, and support. Who do we have in chats? I see a bunch of hearts going up. That must be my moderator, Chris. So, oh boy. That's exactly who I thought we had in chess, guys. So definitely do keep everything professional because I do have mods in the chats. I'm doing just fine, Chris. How about yourself? I hope you guys can hear me okay. And hopefully you guys can actually see me okay because YouTube has been having issues with their audio and video and all types of other stuff. So for the most part, guys, if you guys haven't really checked out any of the games that's on PC, I can show you one that I'm currently playing right now, but it does glitch out with the autosave. So do bear with me for just a moment while I pull that information up for you, and I will show you exactly which game I'm currently playing at this time. I'm actually playing this on my main PC, but obviously not right now. Hang on just a second, guys. Let's get this cord out from under here and pull this one up and over. There we go. As for most of you guys who may not know what I'm currently playing, it is called Cowboy Life Simulator. This is a PC only game, and this is a really, really decent one at that. There are different side missions. You do have mining and stuff like that. You guys can also go horseback riding, raise animals, and so forth, and pretty much add and contribute to your farm as much as you possibly can to make a little extra money on the side. So, if you guys are wondering where you guys can find the game, you guys can actually find this game on Steam. It is out right now currently. There has been an early access version of this. And the price of the game right here, guys, is 18. Good God, my camera is not wanting to focus today. The price tag of the game is $18.99. As you guys can see here. Hang on just a second. Go ahead and give you a better price list. See if my camera, there we go. $18.99. This is a PC only game, guys. I do believe this could very well possibly be for different systems, but this is where you guys can find the devs that actually created the game. This is their list of websites from, or not websites, but their hang on just a second. And this whole entire list right here, guys, that's exactly where you can find them, all the way down to Instagram. I do believe this is a PC only game because there is a Windows insignia here. I don't know if this is available for console, but there are different price listings. There are no DLCs currently out for this game right now. But from my understanding, there is probably going to be a patch note coming up pretty soon, guys. I don't know exactly when this is going to be, so if I happen to find out more information about that, I will definitely keep you guys up to date and posted with this as well. So there is a listing to where you can actually give a bug report that goes directly to the devs, guys. So if you are playing the game and you are experiencing issues with the game itself, definitely inform the devs and let them know exactly what's going on. So here's pretty much everything that you guys can actually do in the game: planting, watering, cutting down trees, mining, and much more. Um, just to let you guys know, there is also demolitions. See, there are people that did give this actually did give this game a bad rating. So that is to be expected no matter what type of game that you actually are playing. So definitely do keep an eye out for the stuff like this. And if people do make derogatory remarks on there, just try not to comment back as much as possible, so therefore you don't lose your Steam account. Especially if you've got like a shit ton of games and stuff on here. So definitely do keep that in mind, guys. I don't know what is going on with my computer or my thing here. So this is pretty much it, guys. This is the actual game. I do, however, have the game itself. I've been playing this consistently. And there's one of the old trains that does date back to the 1700s. There's no set specific date for when this all happens, but there are different content creators that do film this stuff live. So definitely do check this game out, guys, if you haven't got a chance to play it. Unfortunately, there is no demo to the game from what I see here. So this is basically a game that's, if you guys are actually wanting to play the game, uh, probably just gonna have to purchase it because, like I said, there is no demo currently available. But there was an early access version of this. So if you guys get to play in the game and you guys get to see and where it says thank you for playing, just go ahead and back out of all of that. If you guys happen to see that, you guys can actually exit that if you bought the game. It's basically going to do that. It's kind of more like the demo version of it. But you can still continue to carry on with the game itself. So it is pretty interesting, guys. I definitely do recommend it. But if you guys are, like I said, if you are having issues with it, be sure to inform the devs. Let them know exactly what the issue is. Or if you're on Steam, you guys can also go up here to the community hub right here. Click on that and just go down to go down to discussions. Click on that per se, and just basically check out different comments and stuff like that. Or you can just type in what you want to type in here. Welcome to the discussion. Search discussions. You guys could do all types of stuff like that, or you could just go right back to the game itself. So definitely do check it out, guys. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, it is also a very decent game. But with autosave and everything else uh, that's also included with this, your game may be very glitchy at first, but it all just depends. But if they can manage to disable the autosave and have it optional to where you can actually, well, they do have it optional, but autosave is automatically on by default. I don't think that there's a way to disable that, but if there is, I will definitely try to make a video of that, and I will try to put that on a short clip for you guys. So yeah, here's all the comments. And speaking of the last comment that I was looking up, I was not able to find that, so I don't know if that person took their comment down or what has become of that. So I couldn't really tell you because truthfully, I don't know. So here's the whole entire list of comments, guys. And of course, there's, wait a minute. So I don't know if they're going to be coming out with patch notes or if they're going to be doing regular updates on this. I haven't really seen anything on here recently about that. So I will definitely keep my eyes open. And as you guys, most of you guys may know, or most of you guys that don't know, my laptop is in fact touchscreen. I've actually had issues with this in the past, and my PC did crash pretty hard, so I was able to do a clean reinstall of my Windows through a thumb drive. So this computer is no longer running Windows 11. It is in fact running Windows 10. But pretty soon, I don't know exactly. I'm not sure when exactly I'm going to be doing this, but I'm actually thinking about switching my operating system to Steam's operating system. And for those of you who don't know, Steam did in fact launch their own private operating system as well, but it is available to the general public. So therefore, anybody can download that at their own pace. But if you do download Steam's operating system, you are basically going to want to put that onto a thumbstick because if once your BIOS once your BIOS decides to update the computer, that could very well kick all that information out. So it's like it won't exist because your computer does have a funny way of doing updates. So I do believe that's basically with your that's just basically your systematic BIOS or EUFI, whichever is kind of whichever is trying to update. But if you have your automatic updates on for Windows or your Microsoft account, or not account, but your Microsoft for your PC, if you have your automatic updates on, your computer will automatically update. But your BIOS, once that actually does kick over and your BIOS does its update, it's likely possible that all that information that's in your computer, if you did not switch that over to a thumbstick, it's more than likely, it's a very well likely case that you are going to lose that whole entire download. So you're probably going to have to re-download that again. But if you do download it, be sure to put that onto a thumb drive because if not, all that information is gone. Data and everything that's associated with it. So same thing with Linux. If you guys plan on switching up your Windows operating system to Linux or Linux Mint, whichever version of Linux you're running, you're definitely going to want to do the same with that as well. Put that on a thumbstick. Make sure that it's a 32 gig thumb drive or bigger capacity, like 64. Because if it's not exactly a 64, if it's not a 32 gig thumbstick, then more than likely that's not going to be able to support the download or transfer, or not download, but transferring of files. Um, hang on a second. I just thought of something here. Icarus did in fact get an update, guys. So if you'd like to know more about that, they actually, no, not an update, but they got a new DLC out, and they have also implemented tier 5 items into Icarus. So if you guys have not got a chance to play that game, it is a fairly somewhat decent. It's a pretty good game, guys. I've actually played it several times before. Uh, you start you start out with pretty much, you don't start out with anything, but you got to basically build everything yourself and assemble everything. You got to gather resources, of course. It's an open world survival game, but there are storms that will potentially move into the area. Definitely do seek shelter or build a temporary shelter, whichever you prefer. Because Icarus was supposed to have been, you got, it was supposed to have been a planet that was designed for a life form on that planet. But if there's a storm that rolls in and you're not seeking shelter, your health bar can actually start going down. Then over an existential period of time, that would be the end of your character if you're still stuck out in the middle of that. But you guys can basically go into your tech tree and update everything else as well. Add to your tech tree, add to your skill points. So therefore, your health and all your other systematic, all your health and everything else will basically increase over time. But you got to contribute to your tech tree as well. So therefore, that can actually boost your health, boost your momentum, and also put a boost into your speed as well when you go to run. So your stamina will last a lot longer while you're running. It will not, it probably won't drain as near as fast as it does without it. But if you guys haven't played it, definitely do check it out. Check out the previews before purchasing the game because there is no demo to that as well. But there is a new DLC. They do a weekly annual update, uh, patch notes, major updates, and the devs definitely do keep in touch with all their customers or everybody who's got the game. So the devs are very active in keeping the game up and going, and it's definitely awesome. So if you guys haven't got a chance to check that out, definitely definitely take a look at it. Check out the previews before you decide to purchase the game. Once you purchase the game, guys, it will be stored right there in your library, so it's very simple to do. You just fill out the information. If it asks you for credit card payment or not credit card payment, but a debit card payment, so forth, just put your information in there and put your CVC, your security code, or security code. You don't have to put your PIN number in. Just put your card number in, uh, the month of expiration, and your CVC, which is a 3-digit code. It's mostly found in the back of your card. Just put that information in. Click the agree button. You agree to the terms and conditions of the Privacy Policy Act, go ahead and agree to that if you choose to agree to it. Or if you don't, hey, no problem. No worries. But once you do that, that game will be automatically transferring over to your library. So if you guys don't have much of a library, over a period of time, your library will tend to grow. And my library has gotten very big. So if you guys would like to see the games and stuff that I got on mine, there's some in there that I don't really play, but basically I probably should, but or really haven't. But I got a pretty good sized list. Within, I would say, at least within a 5 year period, 5 year stretch. Yeah, it's just I got all types of games. Most of those are demos, but once I actually do purchase the game, I remove the demo from my account. So it's very simple to do, guys. Once you, I will show you guys exactly how to or to remove a demo from your account. Because there's really no purpose of having a demo and the actual game. So trying to pick between one or the other, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that. So do stick around, and I will definitely get this up going and show you guys how to do this if you're on PC. But if you're on Xbox, if you guys are on console and stuff like that, Steam has not officially made their announcement. Steam will automatically update if you are on PC, just like so, guys. Let's check this out. Extracting package. So this is something standard for Steam to do. So this usually happens when you boot your PC up, and Steam does have updates. This little box right here will pop up on your screen. Do let that run for a minute, and it will just basically disappear when it's done. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get the blue screen of death. I hope I don't, but if I do, then it's there. We go, guys. So sometimes you'll get this little notification right here, this little thing waiting for network. So once you get this popped up on there, that will disappear. That'll go right into your Steam account. You've got a box that'll pop up over all that stuff there. So really no need to fret about it. So if you happen to see a demo on here per se, like this one right here, the walking trade. Okay, so now that you actually have the walking trade pulled up, guys, it's definitely come down here to the game that's the demo. You'll see it right here. It says demo at the end. Just go ahead and right click, and then once you pull that information up there, just go to manage. And then right there at the very bottom of this box, it'll say remove from account. Then just left click that, and that demo will go bye-bye. After you purchase the game, you can always remove the demo. That's how you do it. But if you guys are playing on Steam and you guys are having issues with the game, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to fix this. You guys can actually check the integrity files. So what you're going to want to do is come over here to this little gear right here. Left click on that. You're going to see a little box pop up down below. Go down to properties, click on that. This is the page you're going to have pop up here, guys. Go to not game versions and betas. What the hell? Well, due to the fact that I don't have the game downloaded here, I'll show you guys on my other PC, on my main computer. So just definitely do bear with me for a moment, and I will show you guys how to do this. Don't worry, guys, I can still see the chats. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and open up my Steam folder. Just like this, guys. Now, Cowboy Life Simulator, I'm going to click here. Okay, now that I got this pulled up, I'm going to come over here to this little gear, click on this here, scroll down to properties, click that. And now, since I actually do have the game pulled up, you're going to go to installed files. And right over here, the very bottom, verify integrity of game files. So click that and you're going to let this run. It's basically going to update. It's actually validating right down below. So you also have a percentage right here at the top in the box. So once that goes all the way through, it'll tell you exactly how many files are in the game itself. So verifying files. So let me show you what that looks like. So if you're popping this folder here up, that's what it's going to look like. So when it's done, there you go. Once you see all these down here that's been completed, just come up here and just go to clear all. You can go back to your library, and if you want to definitely check that again, if you managed to miss that, click on the gear, scroll down to properties, come over here to installed files, or you just click up here. There you go. That just popped back up again. You can always run it a second time. So once this actually does go through, guys, this is going to show you like right in here of how many game files that you have right here. The game itself is 10.9 gigabytes on Windows C drive. Depends on your space for your hard drive. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit so I can actually see the chats over here, guys. So as you guys can see right here, 97. Okay, so let's see. I'll just close that out right here. 520 files have been successfully validated. So once you see that there, just come up to the X, click on that, close it out. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, or anything that you guys would like to know more about, definitely do leave a comment in the comment section. Or what you guys can do is come down here, click on this little arrow icon, and you go look for your Steam file here. Click here, and then go up to settings, click that. And now that you have your settings folder pulled up, you're going to look for where it says downloads. Click here. And this little box right here, clear cache, left click that. That'll sign you out. That'll verify your account information and stuff like that. It's basically going to sign you out, but you're not going to lose nothing. Once you do that, you're basically going to have to sign back in, use your email, like per se. Let me just go ahead and show you what mine. I'll kind of give you an idea of what mine looks like. So, sorry about the infinity photo here, guys, on the live stream. So, wait a minute, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me shrink this down one more time. I can still see the chats, guys. There's no worries. So, as you guys can see, you'll enter your email. You don't actually have to put at gmail.com or at juno.com or whatever your email address is. You'll just enter in you'll enter the first portion of that right up here, right into your right into the box. Or what you'll do is just go down below the box where it's got the question mark, click on that email account there. That is exactly your email. Once you click on that, it's going to verify your network. It's going to verify who you are first, and then it's going to verify your network settings. Or not your network settings. It's going to verify your network. Then after that, you'll be automatically signed back in, and you'll still have your whole entire list of games. Not one thing will be removed directly from that library list. So it's very simple, guys. If you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, or anything in reference to that, feel free to drop a comment over here in the chats, or feel free to drop a comment down below in the comment section. Let me know if you guys are having issues with that, and I'll try to walk you through the steps again. Very simple. It's very easy to do. Matter of fact, I think it's so simple that even a fourth or fifth grader could even do it. But other than that, it's not really all that difficult. So if you don't have any games installed on your Steam account, that probably will not show up to where it says installed files. So you're definitely going to want to check. So you're definitely going to want to download that game if you want to validate your game files and folders, stuff like that. A lot of that information will be stored in either your downloads folder or your documents folder. More than likely, I would say documents because that's usually where your game folders wind up at on your PC. So, I mean, it's very simple to do. Definitely do check it out, guys. If you guys would like for me to give you a walkthrough on that, I can do that as well. So definitely do with me for just a brief moment. Shrink this down and grab a hold. I'm going to grab a hold of this and slide that on over just like so. So what you're going to want to do is when you click on your recycling bin, your downloads folder, if it's not here, click your backspace and come down to documents. And it should say my games. Then once you click on your games folder, just go ahead and open that up. Very simple to do, guys. You can also click into double left click into that in the little box right there below there where it said Avalanche. It won't say Avalanche on your part, but you can actually reformat that file and type in my games. But normally you won't even have to do all that. But your PC will actually pick up the biggest game and it will basically label it my games folder. But it won't say the word folder at the end of it because that's basically how Microsoft is. So even if you're running Linux or if you're running Windows, if you have all your games saved, all your saved games will go directly into your Steam cloud, which is basically going between servers, between the server and your computer. It is just be hanging out right there in limbo for the time being until you log back into your account. You don't necessarily have to sign out unless, of course, you absolutely desire the need to do so. Hell, I don't even sign out of mine. I just close mine out, shut down my computer. But the moment you turn your computer on, you should probably have it set up your password from the beginning. But just try not to enter the password in too many times incorrect because BitLocker that could basically oh god. Sorry guys. Sinuses. But what that could do is that could trip an algorithm to your BitLocker and it could cause a BIOS system update. And once that BIOS system updates and there's something wrong with that update as well, BitLocker will take over and lock up the hard drive. So all you'd have to do is go to another computer, go into your Microsoft account, retrieve your BitLocker code, It is going to be a 48-digit code. So you can also disable BitLocker as well, guys. So if you think, oh, well, there's no way to disable that. Yes, actually, there is a way to disable it. And I will show you exactly what I mean by that. And I will show you where to go and to check and see how that is disabled. So here's what you're going to want to do. Come up here to your recycling bin. Double left click that. This is going to be the first. This is going to be the part of your computer that you're going to. This is going to be part of the folder that's going to open up. And once you get this folder right here, guys, come down to this PC. Double left click. And of course, you're not going to see BitLocker on here. Because BitLocker on my part is actually disabled. But if you don't find it here, scroll down here to the bottom. Go to your search bar in your taskbar and type in BitLocker. And of course, right there. You left click one time if you're online. It's going to show you that you can actually disable your BitLocker. Microsoft says that BitLocker is supposed to keep your encryption stuff to your computer safe and secured. No, that is not the case. Because anytime that you have BitLocker in your PC that is also connected to a TPM chip, your TPM actually stands for Trusted Platform Module, which is basically not very well trustworthy because they're using that to implement artificial intelligence. But my BitLocker on this PC is off. And I can show you guys just what I mean by that. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to disconnect from my internet from this PC. As you guys can see, you guys can actually see the global thing on there that actually pops up as like a little ball, like right here, right below my arrow icon. That's pretty much where you're going to look for. So you come over here and you'll type in BitLocker. Then you'll go up there and you click on BitLocker. Turn on BitLocker. Mine on my C drive is off. But now if you're using Copilot, which I do not recommend, because once you download or once you activate Copilot, what that's going to do is that's going to give Microsoft all that information to your blocker, and it's going to basically give it's going to give Microsoft access to your whole entire computer, which means Microsoft can take screenshots of your PC from the moment you turn it on to the moment you enter your password. They will screenshot your whole entire home screen every 3 seconds, guys. So BitLocker, the TPM is not really a trusted platform module because they're using it to promote AI, artificial intelligence, which I basically call it artificial ignorance. But Microsoft also has made the claim in the past that they do not have access to your BitLocker information. That is false. Microsoft does, in fact, have your BitLocker information because that's all tied up, that's all tied in with the TPM. So the TPM is also tied in with your Microsoft account as well. But you also have the TPM chip. You also have a BitLocker chip in your PC that's connected directly onto the motherboard. And per se, if you're running Windows 10, Microsoft wants you to use Windows 11. But there is also a download for Windows 10 that would also require information to secure your PC. And I'm in the wrong area, guys. So I'm going to go into my settings here. Now I'm using Windows 10 on this computer. Updates and security. So I'm going to update that. I'm going to click onto my updates, and you guys will actually see here in just a moment. Windows 11 version 25H2. Now it says download and install. But if I happen to do that, I'm going to have to go back in and uninstall previous updates to Windows 10 to be able to install Windows 11. But Windows 11 has the worst ratings, guys. There is so many complaints on Windows 11 that it's unreal because Windows 11 does in fact force updates without your knowledge. And they don't even have common courtesy to let the customers know. So if you guys plan on switching to Linux or you plan on switching to Steam's operating system, definitely do what you can to uninstall BitLocker and definitely uninstall the TPM and download Veracrypt. Veracrypt will actually secure your computer a lot better than BitLocker associated with its trusted platform module. But as far as BitLocker goes, guys, I have absolutely zero trust with BitLocker. I actually have zero trust with their so-called trusted platform module. They trust it because they control what goes onto your computer. But the thing is, once they claim that you have agreed to their terms and conditions, that agreement is unofficial. That's an illegitimate document because that does not have a physical signature. So their terms and conditions license agreement is actually null and void because that would actually consist of a physical signature. So Microsoft has in fact been trying to patch up a lot of things without people even knowing it. And not to mention, it's all malware and spyware. So that's what they're putting into your computer to cause your performance, if you're playing on a gaming system, to bog down significantly. So, say for instance, if you're running Microsoft Windows 11, you're only probably getting about 30 frames per second. You get probably getting a 30 FPS, and your bit rate is just complete and utter garbage. But if you download, but if you actually download Linux, your frame rate and your bit rate will increase significantly. But there's a catch to that. Some things that are on Microsoft may not also be compatible for Linux. Like, say, for instance, if you're downloading certain things from Steam, a lot of that may not even be associated with it because Microsoft will basically go in and they'll basically have your BIOS update, and that can kick a lot of your data and stuff out like that, and a lot of your personal files. A lot of that stuff could be just gone, irretrievable. You won't even be able to see. You probably won't even be able to see it anymore. You could be in the middle of doing some documentaries and so forth. Once that once that update kicks in, that data is gone. And another thing, also, guys, OneDrive, that is also connected to your Windows. That is also connected directly, also tied into your Microsoft account. So OneDrive, BitLocker, and the Trusted Platform module known as TPM, that is all tied directly to your account. So they basically want you to stay tied into their system. So if you're trying to get rid of Microsoft, they'll try everything that they can to lock up your hard drive. So which I think is completely unfair, and it is just, it should be unlawful, because if your hospitals and stuff are using Microsoft, or if your government agencies are also using Microsoft, they could actually have access to sensitive information or classified information. And I think that they should be charged under the RICO Act. Racketeering influenced. Oh, God damn it. Let me see here. Hang on a second, guys. This BitLocker is basically a joke, guys. I got. Just give me a moment. I'll pull it up. I'm looking for it right now. Racketeering influence corrupt organization. That's what RICO stands for, guys. I had to think about it for a second. And as soon as I pull this up, I will show you guys exactly what RICO stands for. If you guys would like to know more about that, let me know in the chats, or feel free to drop a comment down below in the comment section. So once I find the folder, guys, I will pull that up on my phone. I will show you exactly what RICO stands for. That is a very, 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 very serious charge. Matter of fact, here it is right here, guys. Racketeering influence corrupt organization. That's what RICO stands for. So that is actually known as the RICO Act. So there you guys have it. Microsoft has already been proven time. They've also proven to us time and time again that a lot of their software, a lot of their updates and stuff like that cannot be trusted. You guys can also find other videos on YouTube that's also connected to Microsoft. I did get some screenshots of Microsoft's complaints and consumer complaints. Consumer, as in like you and I, customers. So definitely do keep that in mind, guys. If you do plan on switching over, I definitely do suggest possibly checking out Linux, or definitely check out Steam's operating system, guys, because that right there will in fact be very beneficial for you guys. And hopefully this, what I'm telling you, does in fact help you guys out. If it does, feel free to hit that like button, smash that heart button. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and get subscribed for more content. And be sure to turn on all of those beautiful bell notifications. So therefore, you guys can always stay up to date, receive news updates, and much more as it comes out here on the channel. So as most of you guys already know, I have done a lot of research with Microsoft, and their sales have declined tremendously, guys. They actually have a lot of people leaving Microsoft and downloading Linux. That's how bad it is. They are literally switching to Microsoft. Their sales, last I knew, has dropped down to at least, I would say at least 10%. Actually 26%, excuse me, correction. So if you guys do get locked out of your computer, log into your Microsoft account. I'm going to show you guys exactly what BitLocker, where you can find that information to BitLocker. Go into your, if you get this screen right here on your PC, what you're going to want to look for is right down below F1 and F10. Look for this that matches up with your computer and scroll over to the right side of that. Therefore, that should have your BitLocker account information. And once you do that, guys, it's very simple. Type in the 48-digit code to your PC. I'll show you guys exactly what that looks like. You don't have to type in the hyphens or anything like that because your computer will automatically place those in. So if you guys do come across the BitLocker recovery key, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of your computer. Your your BitLocker code should look more like this. That is a 48-digit number. It's not the exact same number as I'm showing you here. This is just an example of what a BitLocker code would look like. Make sure that you type in from F. Okay. So when you're typing in on your computer, these are not the keys that you want to use. Your numeric keys, use your F1 all the way over to F10. And those are the keys that you're going to want to use for that to become accurate. So your computer will actually understand what you're typing in. So once you complete that, just press enter. Your computer will restart a few times and probably update some stuff in between. But you will also have a pin pad. You'll also have a pin card that'll pop up on your PC. Re-enter the same exact code when your computer turns on. Type that exact same code. Add numbers and symbols if you do have numbers and symbols in with that. Click that little box and then just type in your password. Press your tab key and then re-enter it to confirm it, and then press enter again, or just press enter. Once all that's said and done, your computer will actually go back in and restart, and it will take you right back to your Windows home screen. So Microsoft, just by them saying or by them trying to claim that they don't have access to your BitLocker account info, that is incorrect because it's all tied into your Microsoft account. So you're basically bypassing your TPM, you're basically bypassing your BitLocker code by entering in the recovery key. Once you type all that in, your computer will restart and your computer will just be back up and running really good. But if there's any minor discrepancies, go back in and factory reset your PC. Keep your personal files, documents like PDAs, resumes, PDAs, photos, videos, stuff like that. Anything that you don't want gone from your computer, just go ahead and click on to where it says keep my personal files. And what that's going to do, that's going to reset everything back to its factory defaults. That's not going to have any personal effect on any of your files because your computer will push those off to the side saying, okay, I'm not going to mess with these files. I'm just going to go after every systematic file in the computer. Because when you tell your computer that you want to keep your personal files, your computer already set aside all your personal data and it's going back in and just resetting everything back to a standard factory defaults. So therefore, you won't have nothing to lose there, but occasionally you may have to reset your PC, do what they call a hard reset, which is basically resetting it back to the day that you first bought it. So, and definitely when you do something like that, go into your computer and create a restore point all the way back from the time that you got your computer. So if you do have a BitLocker recovery key pop up on your PC, just go back in. You're okay. I think I'll have better luck showing you guys than basically telling you guys. So let me show you what I'm talking about, and we'll go from there. Okay. So your computer, once it pops up, it's going to go directly to a blue screen. So I'm down my left shift key because I'm going to show you guys the demonstration of what your computer is going to do the moment you factory reset it. If you're not able to do that in your in system settings, so what you're going to do, this is going to pop up right here, guys. Once this pops up here, you got 4 options to choose from. Go down to troubleshoot. You could also reset this PC or go to advanced options and go to system restore. Because once you create a restore point and you click on system restore, that's going to take your PC all the way back to your not your factory reset. It's going to go back to your system restoration compared to when you actually created a restore point. This is what that's basing that off of. So once you click on that, that's going to go right back to where you created your restore point. And that's what it's going to run on. So if you did this all by error right here, this little arrow right here, this will take you back, and then just click back again, then go back to your Windows. This will take you right back to your home screen. But if you do have the BitLocker recovery key popping up consistently like that, definitely go back in, and once you have your restore point set up before your computer goes directly to that blue screen, make sure that you have your restore point already set in stone. So once you set that in stone and you go back to restore this computer, it's going to go right back to where you just created that restore point. So it's not going to factory reset anything. All your information will still be there. All your data should be there. Everything. All your files, all your folders, etc., music, photos, PDAs, resumes, stuff like that. All your personal documents will be completely untouched, unscathed. So again, I definitely do hope this does help you guys out. If it does, leave a like, smash that heart button. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and get subscribed for more content, and be sure to turn on all those beautiful bell notifications. So therefore, you guys will always be able to stay up to date, receive news, updates, and much more as it comes out here on the channel. So I'm pretty much getting that information out there to you guys. So therefore, you guys know exactly what to do. If you guys are looking for your PC reset, or if you do actually have to go through all that stuff again, this is basically what's going to pop up. But you're not going to have your profile picture here. You just have a little window pop up with this and confirm down below. So you just type in your password and you're good to go. Type in your password, press enter. You're back up, and you're running again. This computer did crash. I did, in fact, insert my thumbstick that ran Windows 10. That's what basically got this computer up and going. So once I got that up and going, I had to remove some hard drives and got this back up. And as you see, obviously running once more. So I not only restored This computer, I've also restored this one here as well. So both computers, I got both of them back up and running all by myself. No problem. It was well, actually, I wouldn't say no problem. It was a slight bit of a headache, but I managed to pull it. I managed to pull it through and got both computers back up and going again. So if you ever do stumble across something like that, feel free to let me know. You guys can also hit me up here on my YouTube channel, or for those very few select people who actually do have my direct contact information, contact me directly and I'll try to walk you through this as much as I possibly can. So therefore, I'm just kind of hoping to get you guys back up and get you running again at no cost to you. If you hire a private a licensed individual, they're going to charge you $30 an hour. So if they're on your computer for 4 hours, that's $120 that you'd be paying out of pocket. And that's a pretty damn good chunk of money, guys. Especially with the economy going the way it's, especially with everything being inflated price wise. That's, pardon my French, but that's a lot of fucking money, guys. So definitely do keep that in mind. If, like I said, this is something I enjoy doing. I enjoy trying to get people back up, get their systems back up and running. So if you guys do have issues with it, let me know, and I'll try to get you squared away. But tonight, guys, I'm a little past my time, so I definitely do want to thank you guys again for coming to hang out with me here in the chats, and also for everyone else who's been checking out my videos, my live streams. Hopefully, this does help you guys out. Hopefully, you learned a lot from this. And if so, definitely do put this to good use. And if there's something you're not too certain about, go back, check out my video from the very beginning. Hopefully, you guys can still hear my audio because I've been having a little bit of audio issues recently with my computer. So if I happen to cut out on you guys, post a comment down below and I will respond to you guys as soon as I possibly can. But anyway, as always, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for the night. So, as always, be safe, stay sharp, stay frosty, and most of all, stay vigilant. Until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.